Hello everybody, this is Fox coming at you with a new testing video here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Titania. This is from Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation Code Fairy, and like the previous Code Fairy suits I covered, this is going to be the level 2 variant. And yeah, we'll jump right into it here. So the Titania level 2 is a 550 cost raid. At its native it would be 500. The suit can be used on both ground and space, which I believe makes this the only Code Fairy suit that can be used in space. All the other ones are limited to ground. For your stats here, you have 19,500 mobile suit HP, you have 19 ballistic, 25 beam, and 16 melee resistance. You got 19 range strength and 36 melee strength. You got 135 movement speed, 220 top speed. You have 80 thruster gauge and 66 turning speed. For your part slots, you have 21 close, 13 mid, and 6 long range slots. For your other stats here, you have a melee priority of 3, being a raid type. You have a 14-second sortie timer, you have ground compatibility, so extra benefits for using this on ground maps. It is a 3-star rarity unit, and yeah, that's everything for the stats there. So we'll take a look at the weapons. And starting off with the primary here, we do have the LV2 giant bazooka. As the name suggests, this is the same bazooka that the LV2 uses, which is definitely weird because in Code Fairy this did use its own version of a giant bazooka, like the same one that the Dom, like regular Dom, uses. So yeah, interesting choice to see the LV2 variant here. But yeah, this is the level 2 version, so 1995 power, 4 ammo, and 355 range, and you can swap this out for the beam machine gun that the Gelgook Jaeger uses, and that is 525 power, 15% heat rates, and 505 range if you are using the level 2 version. Really good beam rifle here, and LV2 bazooka can also be good depending on what you are, maybe what type of playstyle that you prefer. It's either you want an instant stun or you want a charging instant stun, so that is the options there. For the melee, you do have the Titania Beam Saber ×2. For this, I do only have the level 1 version of this, which is going to be 2,300 power. If it was the level 2 version, it would be 2,415 power. And either way, it does have a cooldown of 2.5 seconds, so pretty standard for most beam sabers. You have the head-mounted Vulcan, that has 52 power, 30 ammo, and 150 range. Yeah, pair of head-mounted Vulcans, not really much to say there. You have the shotgun Sawed-Off, that's going to be 157 power per pellet, with 2 ammo and 150 range, and yep, that is a shotgun. Operates like most Xeon shotguns do, just missing one round there. We have the arm Gatling cannon, that is on the left arm, and that is 131 power, 30 ammo, and 175 range. And then we have the Sturmfrost ×2, that is 1,575 power, 2 ammo, but you do fire both of them at the same time, so really it is just one shot with this. You have 200 range, and yep, those are your Sturmfrost that are on the legs there. And then for the skills, you do have Offense System level 1, Emergency Evasion level 2, High Performance Balancer level 1, Melee Combo Control level 2, so you do have you have 3 melee swings. For Emergency Evasion System, you do have a double dodge roll. You have Assault Booster level 3, Flight Control Program level 3, Glide Structure level 3, Force Injector level 2, Maneuver Armor level 2, Special Back Add-on Buffer level 3, so that's going to be for the fuel tanks on the back. You have High Spec Ambac level 2 for space, Leg Shock Absorber level 3, and then you have the EX Boost touchpad skill. And what this does is that this boosts your mobility for 6 seconds and nullifies thruster consumption while activated. Emergency Evasion and Tackle reduce the effect length, and when the effect ends, you enter a long overheated state, and this cannot be reactivated. I believe this is the same EX boost that the Camphor got in one of its buffs. And I don't think this is something that Titania had originally as well. This might have been something that they also added later on. But yeah, even if it wasn't, yeah, EX boost, you do have that there. And finally, here we're just going to take a look at the mobile suit explanation. Pretty short one here, and again, this is from Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation Code Fairy. So yeah, let's take it to port base, and let's see what we are working with here. I did try to get a space match with it, but the match was very laggy. I think network at the time was just very poor, so yeah, not really the best match I'd gotten there, but I do plan on using this in ground matches as well, and we'll see how those ones go. But as you can see, you do have some pretty good mobility, and some pretty good thruster gauge as well. And starting with the GPO-1, going to start with a shot from the bazooka, and that's a little over 1,500 damage there. And 2018, if we're looking at the Hyzak custom. Gonna go to the Vulcans here. As you can see, 38 damage and 59 to the Hyzak custom. Not really much in terms of stun accumulation, but like most Vulcans, you can fire these while boosting. You have the shotgun, and that does some pretty decent damage if you're able to get pellets to hits, and get another pellets, and you will get a stun. You have the arm Gatling here, and as you can see, really good for getting accumulation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So yeah, just 13 rounds with this to get a stun, and it also does some pretty decent damage as well. And then we have the Sturmfaust that gives you an instant stun. And finally, take a look at the Beam Sabers. And yeah, obviously you're attacking a support, you're going to do some really good damage. Looking at the GPO-1 here, even then you still can do quite a number. The only flaw with this suit, when it comes to the melee, is that the downswing, I believe this downswing is shared between the, the Ifrit Knocked. And when you do a downswing, it is very hard to do a follow-up. I believe when you do it, you are only going to be able to get one of the hits in before the enemy mobile suit does get back up. And iframes activate. We'll actually try it right now, actually. So yeah, a little over 5,000 damage there. But yeah, as you can see, looks like 2,000, almost 3,000 there. So you can still do some damage. But at that point, it probably just looks like it's a lot better to go for a neutral swing instead. So, yeah, that is everything for the weapons. Let's see, I'll let the thrusters ready up, so we can do a dodge roll there. So you have a front dodge, and then I think for the side and the back dodge, it does flips. So we'll do a back dodge real quick, which I believe a lot of those are shared with the Q-Blade, except for the front dodge. This one is just a generic roll. All the other ones are like these air flips, so yeah, it is something that is pretty neat there. And as you can see, still able to do some alright damage against the GPO-1, not the GPO-1, the GPO-2 here. Unfortunately, it does not look like you are immune to mobile suit explosions. You can get stunned by those, so that is something you want to watch out for. And while we're over here, we will try EX Boost. See, we'll do that, activate EX Boost. And you can see you do get 6 seconds of dodging, but now you're going to be in a longer overheat, so yeah, definitely want to be careful what actions you take while you're waiting for this to ready up again, or while you're waiting for your thrusters to ready up again, because like some touchpad skills, I know there's some exceptions to this, but usually with the touchpad skills, you can only use them once, until, you know, your suit explodes and you are able to respawn with a fresh unit. So yeah, can only use that once, but if you're ever in a pinch and you need a little extra bit of thrusters there, you can use that. And yeah, that's really going to be most of what I have here to say about the Titania. Does feel like a really nice unit overall. Only things about it that I think, you know, really in terms of weaknesses are going to be that you have very low resistances, except for the beam. Beam is okay, but being a raid, you know, you still want to watch out for how much damage you are taking. And yeah, with ballistic and melee defense being low, I've definitely had moments where I have fought against Titanias. And yeah, you can do quite a number, especially in brawl matches. That's where I've kind of seen most of it. Oh, speaking of that, actually, let's take a look at the tackle here, because I think this might have its own unique tackle animation. So we'll see here. Go for that. So you got a slash, and you jump up, and you do that. So, yeah, pretty cool animation there. Do it against the Hijack Custom. And yeah, pretty cool animation there. And it does look like that might actually get you some pretty decent damage as well. Do that. And you can just follow up with a full melee combo. So yeah, lots of stuff you can do with this unit here. And yeah, again, only weakness I've really seen so far is those low resistances. So really something I do need to try out in more matches whenever I get the chance. But yeah, Titania, really glad to have this suit, because this does seem like it's going to be a really fun one to try out. And yeah, I really don't have much else to say about this suit at the moment, so that's going to be the end of this testing video here. Comment down below what you think about the Titania. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.